Alright, today we're diving into a topic that I'm really hyped about because it's kinda like magic. What if the forest is actually a free invisible pharmacy? Broadcasting a hidden playlist with signals that can help our bodies not only rest and reset but actually heal. It might sound like science fiction, but there's actually a growing body of research that reveals that the woods are home to a symphony of restorative cues. We're just now learning how to listen. For example, pioneering Japanese research on Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, has shown that spending time in a forest can have remarkable effects. In some studies, participants saw a significant increase in the activity of their natural killer cells, which are essential to your immune system. And some effects were long-lasting, until days afterwards. The forest is sending out a healing invitation. The only question is, are we listening? Before we dive in, a quick note. Every time someone new subscribes to our channel, we help restore 1 square meter of ecosystem where it's needed the most. So if you're inspired by what you hear today, please hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You'll be supporting both your own well-being and the planet's. Today, we're going to explore these signals, what they are, and how, of course, most importantly, how you can bring some of them into your own life, even if you're miles away from the nearest trail. Before we dive into the hidden frequencies, let's start with the ones that you can actually hear. The sounds you hear aren't just background noise, they are actively shaping how your body and mind feels. And for example, the melody of bird songs, often falling between 2 and 8 kHz, lands right in the range where our hearing is most sensitive. Now, there are studies that show that listening to birds can lower cortisol and lift your mood. And then you also, for example, have the gentle whisper, of wind rustling through the leaves. And natural wind sounds are often associated with calm, meditative states and can support relaxation. And finally, what about the sound of that babbling brook? Countless studies confirm that water sounds reduce stress and help regulate emotional processing. But the audible sounds are just the beginning, because the forest is always communicating, also in ways that you cannot hear and see. So, beyond the sounds we perceive, the forest is alive with invisible signals as well. Do you recognize that, in my opinion, delicious smell, that deep earthy smell after a heavy rain? Well, I'm not a scientist, but I figured out that it's partly a mist of compounds called phytoncides, which are apparently antimicrobial essential oils like alpha-pinene and D-limonene that trees naturally release. Breathing them in, even for a short time, has been linked to improved immune function and reduced stress. And then there's the Earth itself. The planet resonates with an ultra-low electromagnetic hum called the Schumann resonance, which is around 7.83 Hz. Some researchers suggest our biology may be tuned to this rhythm, though the science is still unfolding. Beneath the soil, you have fungal networks that transmit electrical pulses. And that's a reminder that the ground beneath us is massively alive with hidden communication. And if that's something that sounds super interesting to you, I can really recommend watching Fantastic Fungi. It's on Netflix and probably other streaming services as well. It's about how these fungi networks actually really communicate and what they talk about, basically. So I can recommend that. On those communications, while we can't directly sense these signals, practices like grounding, which is barefoot contact with the earth, have been studied for potential anti-inflammatory and calming effects. Okay, enough fluff and talking. Let's dive into what these 7 signals are that the forest is actually sending out. Number 1 is birdsong, which is basically like nature's calming melody, right? And even recordings of birdsong have been shown to lower stress hormones and support well-being. Number 2, wind through leaves. So these gentle rustling patterns are often linked with relaxation, meditative states, and a small tree on a balcony or even airflow through houseplants can bring this soothing sound closer to home already. Number 3, I don't know anyone who doesn't like the sound, except when you need to pee, flowing water. So streams and rivers are consistently reducing stress and support emotional balance. Short recording of running water can provide a restorative pause in a busy day. Number 4 is the phytoncide cloud. And I know that it sounds terrifying, almost like a horror movie, but it's quite the opposite. Apparently, trees are releasing essential oils like alpha-pinene and D-limonene, which have been shown to boost the immune activity and calm the nervous system. Even potted conifers indoors can release some of these beneficial compounds. Number 5, natural low hums. Think about insects, distant thunder, or other low vibrations that create subtle soundscapes that many people find grounding and calming. While the exact mechanisms of this sound are still being studied, low steady sounds may help settle the nervous system. Number 6, the Schumann resonance, the 7.83 Hz more or less. I already mentioned this one, Earth's natural hum, and it's generated by lightning across the globe. So while its health effects are not fully proven yet, stepping away from digital noise and spending quiet time in nature can restore balance and presence. Number 7, soil connection. Beneath our feet, mycelium networks pulse with life. And while we can't tune into those signals directly, grounding practices like walking barefoot on natural ground have shown promising links to reduce inflammation and improved calm. Now, I'm very curious to hear which of these sounds or signals do you find the most relaxing? Is it the bird song, the water, the wind, or maybe something entirely else? Drop it in the comments. I'd really love to hear which forest frequency you resonate most with. Try tuning into just one of these frequencies this week and notice how it makes you feel. Now, I just want to conclude with saying that I really enjoyed looking into these things and finding these things out last week. I think it really shows how sound, which I would also say is music from nature, is connected with the planet, and how the forest isn't just like a scenic backdrop, but it's a living, breathing orchestra basically. So next time you're out there, try to tune in consciously, listen to the music that nature is actually making that's for free out there. Maybe it also heals you a bit. Who knows? Now, thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time, and yeah, stay green. Bye bye.